Hello, lovelies. Welcome to Chrissy Cooking at Home. I'm Chrissy, and I want to share with you an experience that is going to have a lasting effect on me with canning. As you know from previous videos, I am new to canning. I bought my canning stuff used, yard sales and Facebook Marketplace. I bought my pressure canner on Facebook Marketplace. I got it from this sweet old lady who had a manual, who had 3 gaskets for it. She threw in a cookbook, a pressure canning cookbook, and a food mill. Now, my pressure canner that I got from her is a Mirro-Matic 22. It is old. It is old. Now, I believed in good faith that the gaskets she went out of her way to get before selling, and were still in sealed plastic baggies, were the correct gaskets. In good faith, I believed this. She went out of her way to put on this manual the name, the model number, the gasket number, and where she found the gaskets, the website. How awesome. She taped it to this falling apart manual. That manual is not a very helpful manual. I don't think it's supposed to go with this pressure canner. I could not figure out for the life of me why it was leaking around the lid. Brand new gasket. I opened all of them one at a time and kept switching them out. Couldn't figure it out. Steam was escaping from the lid. It was spitting water every now and then. But I continued to can. I continued to do research. I started looking into this pressure canner, and there's very little out there about these old Mirro-Matic pressure canners. After all this time of researching online, trying to search on YouTube and forums and Google, I came to learn that there are 2 different model numbers for the gaskets. There's 2 different ones for the Mirro-Matic. There is one for the Mirro-Matic made January 1983 and after. Then there's a different one for the Mirro-Matic made before January of 1983. This sweet woman bought 3 gaskets, brand new. They're like they were $25 a pop. Brand new for January 1983 and after model. Came across the forum that said if your canner, your Mirro-Matic 22 is doing what mine was doing, you need to get the other gasket. And it gave the model number. So I eventually was able to find a place that sold a gasket for Mirro-Matic 22s made before January of 1983. It was only $20. It was only like a little over $5 for shipping. Got here really quick. I thought, what could it hurt? $25. Maybe that is my problem. Maybe that's the wrong gasket. I put it in. I do a test run to see. Sure enough, it's not leaking. No steam is escaping. No little droplets of water spitting out every now and then. It's sealed. Yay! Then I came across, now this is just the other day, the same night I came across a YouTube video of a woman showing a video that was a canner, not my model, not my brand, but a different one, doing exactly what mine was doing. And she gets into why that canner did it, and it's not the same reasons why mine did it. But she put some fear in me, serious fear in me, because she said that if your canner is leaking steam or water out the lid, no matter what it says or the little weighted gauge does, you are not up to pressure. You are not maintaining pressure. Your food is not safe. Throw it out. That scared me. I have been canning for 6 weeks. I have canned, I don't know how many jars, over 200. We've been eating them as we go, and I just kept canning more, just trying to find a solution so it would just work better, not realizing fully how unsafe it was. Guess what I did? I got up, got Logan, went into the kitchen, grabbed the trash can. I dumped 146 jars of food. It took 4 trash bags, because I could only fill them half full to be able to lift them out. Luckily, it was the night before garbage night, or garbage day. But my family is not replaceable. I am not replaceable. If the food is not safe, we're not eating it anymore. I threw it all out. Did I sit and cry? Yeah. I didn't cry over the money of the food, and we all know how expensive food is right now. I cried because my family was at risk. Serious risk. I put us in danger. That's what scared me. That's what upset me. That's what had me crying. Just last night, when we dumped all that food, and I thought about the food we were eating. We had just eaten some canned ground beef for lunch yesterday. I cooked up 2 jars of it for tacos. We are lucky. We are fine. Nobody is sick. Nobody's gotten sick. We are lucky. I had not come across any other videos that showed what mine was doing. And I've not seen any YouTuber yet, and I know there's millions of videos I have not watched, but I haven't seen one yet use my canner, the Mirro-Matic 22 old model. So, ignorance, lesson learned. Lesson learned at the cost of money, but not at the cost of my family. So if you have come across, going to come across a Mirro-Matic 22, and it'll say on the lid, Mirro-Matic 22, just know you might have to buy 2 different gaskets if it doesn't come with one. You might have to buy 2 different models to figure out which one works for you. and for that canner, just to be safe. If I come across another Mirro-Matic 22, you betcha I'm gonna buy it. It is a good canner. Now that it has the right gasket, it's an awesome canner. So, went and bought a few groceries to start replacing the meals in a jar that I had done for the menu I had planned up for I had planned for weeks with using the food I was canning here and there. Nearly every day I was canning something, water bath or pressure. I know my water bath ones are safe. I followed procedure. Now I followed procedure with that pressure canner, but that woman put the fear in me. I dumped that food. I may have followed the times. I may have had the right side of the weighted gauge weight on for 15 pounds for my altitude. But you know what? Common sense tells me she's right. If it's leaking like that, it couldn't have been maintaining pressure. Duh. Makes sense now. Makes sense now that I heard somebody say it out loud. It's not safe. Don't use the food. Your life, your family's life is not worth it. It's not worth it. Food can be replaced. It may take time. It's going to take money. Food is replaceable. I know it's hard to throw out food. And especially food you worked hard on. Canning is an all-day thing. You prep the food, you cook the food, you jar up the food, then you can it and then process it, and that takes hours, and to bring it up to pressure and maintain pressure for an hour and a half or so, and then you let it come down in pressure, which takes an hour or more. Mine takes forever. This thing takes forever to come down in pressure. So it really is an all-day thing. And it's going to work out now because I have the right gasket. I am maintaining the right pressure, and the food I am making is safe. Wasn't worth the risk. So, take it what you will at my ignorance, at my good faith in this learning process. Hopefully, if you have a Mirro-Matic 22 that is old, used, and you come across my video, it can help somebody. I hope it helps somebody. I don't know what else to say. I did sit and cry over endangering my family, but once I dried my tears, I had to laugh, because this means my canner that I bought from this little old lady is older than me. I'm 39. This canner is older than me. I don't know how old it is, but now I have proof that it is older than me. That made me laugh. I picked myself up. I replanned, replotted, looked up all the recipes I'd done, decided to redo them because we liked them. It's going to be okay. My family's okay. I'm okay. We are lucky. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And thank you for watching. Till next time.